What is up, guys? March 28th today. I'm gonna walk you through my day. A lot of things have been happening. And a lot of cool things have been happening. It's been really good since the last time I talked to you guys. Really good, in fact. Just crazy good. So many new things have been happening in my life. Great things. Every single day there's something new. Just highs. I have had some lows, so yeah, there's highs, there's lows, but generally I'm pretty optimistic every single day. Getting ready to go to the gym now. I got my rice cakes right there. I think I owe an apology to the people that were like, Matt, you're ready to step on stage 6 weeks out? More like 6 minutes out. In fact, I think these people were actually correct. I feel like I could have straight up won some overalls back at like 7 weeks out, 6 weeks out, etc. It's crazy because things got really tough, really tough around the 6 and 5 week out mark. More like actually 5 and 4 week out mark with you know, a couple of hiccups, a couple of mess ups over these past few days that sent me back quite a bit, and haven't been making a ton of progress even from 6 weeks out to 4 weeks out. There was really nothing substantial in terms of, you know, fat loss progress, and then, you know, this hiccup happened, and man. Alright guys, 500 easy calories of cardio. I got my full upper body day. I'm gonna do some more cardio tonight, 500 more calories. Let's go. So here's how I'm looking, guys, about 3 days post overeating, 3 days post binge. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just check out my last video where I talk about my little overeating episode of 2 days where I just ate a lot. As you can see, man, not looking too bad here. But the funny thing is, like, my body weight as of this morning in that video was probably like, around, you know, 175 pounds or something like that. And you know, remember, I've gone down to like 177, or excuse me, 166, 167-ish in other periods of this prep. So that's quite a bit above my lowest weigh-ins. So that's a lot of just waterness, and that's just a lot of glycogen. And the funny thing is, most like, if I put on fat and when I take off fat, it comes on and off my abs the most quickly. So when I start putting on fat, it just flies onto my abs. When I take it off, it flies off my abs. It also seems to come onto my back pretty quickly. And the funny thing is it leaves my back very slowly. So that kind of sucks, but hey, whatever. Here I'm doing the 110-pound dumbbell presses. This felt pretty good. It was really controlled. This is during my lower upper off repeat week, which I recently just wanted to try out just to see how it goes. Like I explained in my last video, I basically just took the same, pretty much everything the same, and just distributed it over a different workout split. And utilizing just basic principles of training. So making things basically equal out to the same shit compared to the last week in terms of volume, in terms of intensity, in terms of the other aspects of training, RPE, etc. And it's not really something that I'm thinking about too hard right now, being at this point in prep. I'm simply just trying to, you know, survive. Although it's not extremely difficult for me, though there are some, the main issues are just irritability and low sex drive. So I decided to play with these steel rows, which I have not done in a very long time, and it felt amazing to be able to hit these. Felt really amazing. What I normally do is I'll start with my sets wide, and I work basically half a finger or a full finger each set, more towards the middle, more narrower. So I think I did a total of 5 sets of 10 with that. Over here I did the Silao raises, and honestly it's not looking like too bad, but in my eye it is apparent that I definitely kind of spilled myself a little bit from those couple days of overeating.
You look shredded.
But the good news is that I've got a solid game plan. I know what I'm doing from here on till the end, and I think think in the next video or the one after that, I'm actually going to dive into my game plan, let you guys know what's going on with macros, let you guys know what's going on with the cardio, and just pretty in depth, and even talk about my peak week or perhaps lack thereof peak week. So that's all stuff that we will be talking about, and I'll just be sharing with you guys so you guys know exactly what's happening. So props to Megan with these awesome angles. Good job. Killing it. Getting all kinds of crazy angles. Here's a little bit of flexing. Still got the shoulder striations. Arms still looking pumped. Oh, hey, it looks like Megan threw in some video footage of herself doing some face pulls. Cool. Megan did a really good job at picking up these face pulls. She learned it really quickly. She did one set. I gave her some tweaks. This was her second, or I think this was her second set, and it definitely looked a lot better than the first set. So props. See? It's all about progression and everything, in your form, in your weights. There's like an infinite amount of places for you to progress when it comes to your gym game. Here's me doing mine, and actually it wasn't the best idea to even do these on this day because it ended up kind of hurting my my elbow on the right side a little bit. See, I have to be so careful with how much total volume of even the pushing pulling I'm doing now, because I've noticed that if I do a ton of pushing pulling, it even affects into the amount of like bicep curling and tricep press downing I can do. I just got to be super careful, and in fact do only occluded tries and buys probably for the rest of prep, just to be safe. So that's probably the route that I'm going to take. Anyways, we're nearing the end of this. I will see you guys in the next vlog, and enjoy the rest of called this. Muse, a little meditation headband / app that I'm going to be trying out. From the gym, one of my banes lately has been to go kind of ham on my dessert, which is my Greek yogurt and Fiber One brownies. And often lately I've been just adding more Fiber One brownies or adding more Greek yogurt, or just adding other stuff like that, like those granola bar type things, those Hidden Valley, what are they called? Hidden Valley granola? Oh, good thing we ran out. Good, I'm not going to buy any more of those. You know what I'm talking about, babe.
Do you know where they went?
No.
I put them in my car.
Oh, thank you. Jeez, smart. Thanks, babe. Yeah, so got those out of my life, which is good because I was eating way too many of those, and basically limiting my food choices again for my best benefit, which I know is going to be my best benefit, because sometimes when I allow myself, not allow, but like just have things hanging around that I'll fit it into my macros on one day, but then on the next day I might have an extra that I didn't account for or something like that. So I noticed that certain things were starting to throw me off, and I did away with those just so I could stay on track, stay on the goal. And another thing I'm doing is going to eat this dessert before my Chipotle. That way I can remove more possible potential to fuck up later. So I'm gonna pair this up, and I don't know why it's not pairing, but I noticed that I was in the greatest like flow, the best fat loss when I was going to bed every day at 9 to 10 p.m. and then waking around anywhere between 4 to 6 a.m. Generally 4 to 5 a.m. Going to bed at 9 to 10 p.m. kills me. I mean, it's just awesome. I kill it. Like, fat loss is just flies off my body. The fat just doesn't have any room. Like, I'm just so on top of everything. And I'm getting back into the pickles and pepperoncinis. So that's some of my strategy moving forward.
But I miss powerlifting. I miss getting stronger. And I miss lifting really, really heavy weights. So I'm going to move back to that. I'm going to be running Matt's 753 program, but we're going to target that more for me as a woman. So we're going to develop the 753 for a woman. So that's what you're going to see in the upcoming.
That's my dessert meal before dinner, which is, where did I put it? Over there. And it's just 3 different Greek yogurts, mostly Dannon's, and some of that Phage Greek yogurt, Faya it's actually called. And then the brownies, and yeah, no almonds today. Didn't want any. So dinner's already been, so dessert's already been consumed, guys. This is dinner now. How big is this Chipotle bowl, babe? It looks pretty good, actually. but it's also a lot of just vegetables underneath it. It's not all just Chipotle bowl. And then we have another huge salad right here. So this is basically 1.5 gigantic salads. Pickles and pepperoncinis, diet soda. This is how I survive.